podcast is never intended as legal advice. Each podcast is a brainstorm of ideas and potential solutions. Consult an attorney for your legal questions. Thank you. Welcome. Today's discussion is how to remain close to your family members' finances as they're aging and be a good overseer of the activity, looking for any changes where your family members become vulnerable or has spent money that they did not really have. The best way to start is when your family member goes to visit the financial planner, go with them and ask and let the family member and the financial planner know that you're going to be their agent and that you're to be immediately notified if there's any change in spending habits. And that doesn't mean your parents or family member can't spend their money. The point is, if they start draining thousands and thousands of dollars out of their account, then you want to be notified immediately in hopes of stopping it, because as we age, we become more vulnerable, we're easier to be victimized, and we don't always realize it right away. We probably will be better at it as time goes on, just because there have been so many of these untrue setups where you get a phone call saying it's the IRS, saying it's Social Security, and your number's been compromised and call to fix it. I even received one saying that my fax account was not able to pay the fax bill for the month, and I didn't even have a my fax account at that time. So, but I knew that. It was a phishing scam is what they call those when you get them in the email. But now your parents may not have email, or they may not want to live and breathe on a computer. I know that time is changing because many of my friends who are in their 80s do use email, use their telephone a lot, and receive a lot of these phony calls about getting information from you such that the phony caller could gain access to your personal financials. So while you're visiting with the financial planner, tell the financial planner and have your parents say, I want you to document in the file that this is my co-agent, and if something happens to us, we want her to step in or him to step in. And you should have a document, and you can find out what your financial planner wants, because it will depend on how the money's held. You may have multiple kinds of accounts ranging from checking, savings, annuity, IRA, to trust accounts, whatever was set up by your folks, most likely years before. But once the financial planner knows who's to step in next, then you have somebody who can at least call you. However, a closer monitoring is much more efficient. If you are given electronic access to view the accounts, then you can go in and look at them once a week, once a month, something of that nature. Many of us do banking on a regular basis, and so we keep a close eye, know exactly what we have in our accounts. Alternatively, you could have the financial planner mail you statements with your family member's agreement, and that would also give you notice, but it would be delayed because some accounts only issue statements once a quarter, some once a month. So you will have to decide on the frequency based on the kind of account, and it's highly preferable that you have electronic access to look and monitor, because it's direct, it's efficient, and you can get into the habit of doing this check. But very important that you have good malware software, good defensive software, so that no one can break into your computer. And don't ever go to a public computer for this kind of a project. Always have it on your home computer, your phone computer, your office computer, something not in the public area where it can be shared by other people. And then make sure your software is up to date. That is imperative. Most of the phones have auto updates, and your computer should, but the software that protects you from malware and some intrusions will change over the years. It could be connected to the operating system, or it could be a separate package you bought or received for no cost, so that you would have an extra check of your computer on a regular basis. So in a nutshell, for your financial planner to allow you access as an agent of your parents, make sure you go in with your parents or family member and meet with a financial planner and establish a regular systematized setup so that you can monitor their finances. Thanks for joining us. We will talk further on issues with finances with family members as they age.